on the road. We are mobile. It is good and it is pleasant to be here with you as my co-pilot. That's funny. I just saw a license plate that said God is my co-pilot. Jesus, take the wheel, Jesus. Beautiful plane taking off. As we're taking off with this stream, these drivers out here. This is, I don't talk astrology on this channel, but right now Mars, Uranus, North Node conjunct. This means like electric crashes. Be careful driving. Don't be texting and driving. Don't be recording videos and streaming and driving. Don't do as I say. Say as I do. Cop on the side of the road with his speed gun. Great use of our tax money to protect and serve us. To protect us from ourselves. Get the fuck out of here. We have Albert Bashai said that he was gonna join the stream this week, perhaps. I invited him on a couple of weeks ago, but he recommended that I just have Adam on solo. I was gonna have them both on, and I think that was a good decision. But tell him to email your boy, get in touch with me, because I'm trying to set it up. It'd be an honor to have the Pharaoh, the despised Pharaoh. He's the Pharaoh. Adam's the Moshiach of the Goyim. And I'm the priest of Amalek. I just came up with that. And I like it. Gosh, it is good to break out of the Abraham Matrix. Oh, I am free like a bird out of that God spell. Take me off the script of those scriptures. Out of the curse of the Zion mainframe. Their ship was called the Nebuchadnezzar. Nebu is the planet Mercury, the trickster. The Nebuchadnezzar is who took down the second temple. It's a similar story to how Vespasian and Titus just hit a tip of a cone in the street that bouncing around on the highway. Weird. The Nebuchadnezzar is the name of the person supposedly who took down the first temple. Why would they name their ship that? You would think that'd be the enemy. Well, the enemy of the Judean temple holders, the main guy to lead Titus's army to raise the temple, was led by a Judean, taking down their own temple. What did H-Word do to his own headquarters? Took it down and then blamed it on somebody else. What happened to Shema 11? Took it down. Destruction of the temple ritual, blamed it on who they want to take out. The neighbors of these Judean temple cultists. You know, when they bring back and rebuild the third temple, they want to reestablish the animal sacrifices to Yahweh Hashem. What kind of screwed up God likes animal sacrifices? Takes joy in priests grabbing a chicken by its legs and twirling it around its head. What kind of worldview does that create? An ideology that you could put your sins onto an animal, or in the case of Jesus, onto a person, a fictitious person, kill it as a sacrifice to the God of Israel. It's actually, which is Azazel, is the scapegoat ritual. Yom Kippur. To take away the sins of Israel, put it on a goat, one out of the two. Take one up a hill, up a mount, where the character Jesus was crucified on a mount, Golgotha, which means the skull. And takes a reference to the mountain goat of Capricorn, 10th house, where Saturn rules as the adversary to the sun of the Christians. And then killed. And you tie a red bracelet on one of the goats to denote it as the goat that's not going to be so that God is. They try to trick God, or Azazel, the god Saturn. Some say it might even be Mars, which red does relate to Mars. But Mars is exalted in Capricorn, Saturn's home. So the Kabbalah practice of tying a red scarlet rope onto the wrist harkens to this superstitious, magical ritual. The sacrifice of the lamb for the passing over into Aries, the ram season, also harkens to the zodiac and how they use astrology to make up the rituals. The same with the holidays that they pick. The first day of the sign of darkness, the scales of judgment, when the sun is judged in Libra before it goes to the underworld, Scorpio, and then Sagittarius is Jupiter in the underworld of those signs underneath the book of life. Aries to Libra. Libra back to Aries, the book of death, where the sun light is conquered by the darkness. All the myths are upon this. So, as a cult of Saturn, and they use Nebu as a trickster, just Nebu just means the planet. They set up Christianity as the controlled opposition to worship the sun being the adversary of Saturn. Luke Skywalker, Lux, in the light walking through the sky. First Darth Vader, Dark Pater, the Dark Father, Saturn, Father Time. What's the best way to take out your opposition? Is to fucking lead it. What Christianity did was it got the Gentile world, the non-Judean world, to worship their God without having to convert, because it's a racial religious cult. Theologically conquering the world through Christianity and then through America, thinking they're a Christian state. Well, that's the state of the state that we're in. We might as well take down the American flag and put up an Israeli flag. They got us on the left and the right, both groveling to AIPAC, the biggest lobby, who should register as a foreign entity, obviously, the American-Israel Pact. Albert brought up a great point. Are the Athenians cheering on Mount fucking Olympus that America has embodied Athenian democratic republican system so well, when in order to be nominated to run, you have to be funded up the wazoo? And even then you get snuffed out. The Independent Party supposedly has more members than does the left and the right, the Democrats and the Republicans put together. They got us stuck in this two-party BS system that fights each other when they steer it. Just like they got us in Christianity versus Islamacy when they are behind the scene steering it, which goes to Saturn, who's behind Jupiter, the king, Zeus, who's really the person behind the throne controlling it, Saturn in front of Jupiter. And I drove past my exit one more time. I could celebrate one more time. I did that last time I was doing it. Is there anything I need to do off this exit? I don't think there is. God, I'm such an idiot. Yeah, I could do something. Okay. And we're back. Joe Biden has COVID-19 twice in 2 weeks. So what, he had it, and then, what, he was tested positive, didn't test positive once, and then tested positive the next time, and then so now he's got it again. These we were told that they're effective and safe. How the fuck did they know that? Considering they were never fucking used before, because no one in their right mind would give over gain of function studies and promotion. Well, we weren't in our right fucking mind, and we funded this bullshit. Fauci lied under oath to Congress about us not funding gain of research in the Wuhan lab. We don't even need the Wuhan lab. We just set that up as a fall boy because we're trying to, the dark occult rulers of this freaking matrix, want a World War III. Their Gog and Magog needs to fucking happen! I'm in a serious weather storm. So forgive the pitter-pattering of the raindrops on my windshield. Raindrops are falling on my head. I can see the lines in the road. Hope nobody swerves, 'cause I'll be dead. You know, there's a word for like in German, I think, or French, about driving on, like, say, a 2-lane highway and cars pass you at 80 miles per hour, and if you just have one little tilt of the steering wheel, you're fucking dead. Or you like stand on the edge of a cliff and you have this thought, like, I just take one step and bam, it's all over. There's a word for that. Note to self, learn that word. Man, it's raining. Oh, turn around. I don't want to work today. I'm a property manager. It's pretty much, I do like light labor work for rich people's houses. It's great. I need to be if I could just sit down and write, but I just have a hard time sitting down. I need to focus my karate. And I wouldn't have to be out here doing dumb shit with my time. And that'd be great to get funded to, so I wouldn't have to do this shit. Are there no wealthy people out there that care about truth and justice? I don't think so, because if we did get hip to that, they're afraid that we'd come for them. Oh man. We are witnessing the destruction of America ritual. It's served its purpose. Now wipe it out. You think when Russia, and I've been talking about this for years now, Russia and China come together and they fight America with NATO and just wipe each other out. Now, where does Nebu, the trickster nation, fall within that? Guarantee you they won't pick a fucking side, just like they never joined us in the fight on terrorism. All the wars that we fought for them and got bombed into it in the first place. The very words of Putin. Probably upset Putin, but I meant to say not Putin. I meant to say Bibi, Benjamin Netanyahu, Yahoo, Yahweh. Yahoo was a name for Yahweh. And like Yahoo was big before Google. Google is, I think, Google, or is it L-E or E-L? Saturn. Google, and that's like Gog. They're Gog and Magog. This whole Ukraine, Russia thing, we just used, dog, every war that we've been in has been pretty lady jogging on the street. Pretty woman. Every war that we've gone into has been started by a false fucking flag. Even Pearl Harbor. They provoked Japan. It's the same thing as they do as the CIA setting up, getting some Middle Easterners who aren't a fan of Israel, and then America, their puppet. You can see why they might come to such a fucking stance, considering their home countries are invaded, taken over, and demolished. Now they're poor shit. Okay, reach out to them and then say, hey, I'm going to give you $100,000 to go and shoot up a mall or some bullshit. On their fucking own, they would probably never fucking come to such a action, but they get coerced, duped, drawn in, and they're really just a fall man. Which is what the terrorists of 9/11 were. 15 out of the 19 came from fucking Saudi Arabia. And the thousands that Israelis have been in bed forever. Same people. And then where we go to? We went to Iraq, Afghanistan. Surprised they didn't have us take out Iran. They actually like Assad. But then when it doesn't serve him, Assad's gassing his own people. So we sent in some missiles to blow something up for Jared Kushner's group. Because Ivanka cried out to Daddy, they're gassing their own people. Well, we can't have that. We're the ones who should be gassing them. Fuck. I am going to rescue Ivanka Trump from this dark occult sorcery and marry her. We were born this day. Exactly. Same year. We came into this world together. She's the dark, obviously. I'm the light, obviously. And I have to do tikkun. It is tikkun olam that we are encouraged to do, which is social justice, which is wiping out of this earth. And the goyim just happen to be the darkness that need to get wiped out. Fuck. Fuck. I laugh because I don't want to cry. It's a cover. It's a mask. It's like the crying clown. Was that opera where it's like Pavarotti is dressed up as the crying clown and sings a great song? I'm gonna have that as my intro. It's not Nessun Dorma. Nessun Dorma. Nessun Dorma. These morning chats are fun. I'm gonna do them more often. On the weight movement, I get a chance to clown. On the Aquarian TV, I'm a little bit more put together. Nah. I don't know. But I like having these things separate. I live in wake movement, where I can come and just get a lot off my chest. And then the Aquarian, which I'm trying to reach out to. I can't bring people to the weight movement to this on day one. When I do the Aquarian, it's spiritual. That's the net that goes out and grabs people. And then I cradle them into this. And radicalize them. I'm joking. We'll leave that up to the feds and the CIA. The total people behind January 6th, a desecration of the temple ritual. Total fed op. QAnon, a total fed op, similar to Christianity. You think that fucking the Mossad runs the CIA? Obviously, they're in tandem. All the heads of the CIA have all come out of Skull and Bones, which is what? It's a fraternity, a secret society, like Masonry, that started by Abrahamism. Anton Levy started Satanism, the Temple of Saturn, from the worshippers of the Star of Remphan, the synagogue of Satanists. Christians are the one who thinks Satan's all bad. It's just an adversary. It's actually good to have an adversary, to create one. If you don't have one, it's that it creates tension, which is action and movement. So if you don't have in astrology a square, a 90-degree angle, which is Mars, or the opposition, a 180, which is Saturn, then you don't have existence. Everything just going in the same way. You're in it. In order to experience it, you have to come out of it. Exist means out of. Ist, which is Latin est, which is what is. So to exist is to come out of the is. That's deep. We're opposite of the is. That's Kabbalah. Your Kabbalah sorcery has no power here, Rebbe. All the holidays. They don't want the pagans to bring forth back their pagan gods because they don't want their ancestral fucking shit, culture, traditions, because they don't want them to have power in the spiritual realm. So that's why I encourage a resurrection of all the gods that aren't of the Abrahamic tradition, which is why I like in the New Age movement, which I also hate that because relates to their new world fucking religion, which is Abrahamism and Noahidism, not fucking New Age astrology and shit. They don't want you to learn this because it breaks down their fucking stories into the myths that they are based on astral phenomena and geometry and numerology. They want us just knowing the literal interpretations so that they can control us, so that we're going to bed on time and behaving well, so that we're on the nice list and not the naughty list of Santa. Well, I'm feeling naughty now. Naughty boy. Exposing his fucking fuckery. Alright, I'm pulling up to the job site. Oh, we have one listener today. That's good. If I could just touch one soul, then it makes it all worth it. Fucking shadow banned into some storage fucking cabinet in Tel Aviv somewhere. Sure of it. Alright, we're signing off. If anybody has Albert Bashai's email, please send it. It's probably Maury at Too Hot For You. Maury Too Hot For Shul at hotmail.com. Alright, we're out. Oh, hit thumbs up, like and share.